Welcome to the Chrysanthemum YouTube tutorial. If you didn't see already on the topic, this is the November birth flower. Super exciting. I can't believe that this is our second to last one. So, if you've made it this far, thanks for sticking around with all 11 so far. We're gonna have some fun with this one. It's really simple. It's probably only gonna take like 15-20 minutes to paint. So let's get started. As you know, I like to spray my paints down, and then I have a medium round tip brush and then a large filbert brush. I have links to the materials as well as the watercolor coloring book, which is the outline that we're doing. There's 25 of them, and each and every one of the floral outlines are so fun and pretty. So go check it out. I'm taping my paper down as we speak, and then we're gonna get started. All right, let's do this. So just so you know, this video is gonna move pretty fast. So if you're more of a slow painter, please feel free to stop. I am mixing 3 different blues right now. Doesn't matter what they are. I'm gonna be mixing a light blue and then more of like a warm toned blue and a middle shade of the two. So you can grab whatever colors you want. It doesn't need to be exactly like mine. Heck, it doesn't even need to be blue. So pick one that makes your heart happy, and then make sure you like it on a scratch piece of paper, and then we'll get started. Okay, so I lied. I did 4 colors, but hey, you can do 3 or 4, whatever you want. Also, disclaimer, a lot of chrysanthemums are more red or yellow or pink, but some of them are blue. I've seen a few pictures that are blue, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm coming in first. I have the shapes already lined out for you, so a lot of the hard parts are already done. You're just kind of coloring in certain areas, but I'm doing my lightest color first because you want to work lights to darks with watercolor, because you really can't go back very easily once you put a dark color down. So I'm using my light colors up towards the top of the flower, some random ones that are lower. It's just kind of where the sun reaches the flower, you want it to be the lighter area. So I'm coming in and doing those first, and then I'll come in with the next color. So see how I'm grabbing this little bit shade darker of blue, and then I'm coming in and just doing a few random ones. You don't need to be exact, just kind of make it random. You don't want to have like bunches of one color. It's already looking so pretty. I hope you like yours. Still in the beginning. Another disclaimer for watercolor is if you don't love your first layer, that's okay. Once it dries, you have time to come in and make it a little more crisp and nice. But because of the nature of this outline and these flowers, I don't want it to be super nice and neat. I like the more loose look, so that's what we're gonna do. As you see, I came in with that a little bit darker of a blue, and I'm just picking random ones, but my darker ones are towards the bottom of the flower. Coming in with some purples. So I'm really just going to do this first one with you because it's the exact same for all three of the flowers. And then we'll do the greenery together. Really pretty. Okay, so if you like this, you can leave it. If you want to add in some even darker areas or add some more depth and shadow, what you're going to do is add some darker colors to the inside or like the bottom of the petal to show that it's coming out of the flower. So you could do that. I think I'm probably going to leave this, maybe do a little bit darker of a shade, but we're going to move on to that bottom one. So have fun with it, and we'll meet back up here in a minute. On to our last little mini flower. I'm laying down my light blues first. And then coming in, not letting it dry or nothing, I'm just putting that a little bit darker of a color and I'm letting the paint do its thing. It's going to be really loose, but I love just how abstract and beautiful it can be when you just kind of let go and let the water work its magic. If you ever see that your paint is puddling, like you can see on my little one, you can clean your brush off and then just swipe that extra paint off, extra water off, and it will be good as new. So now that that's ready and done, we're gonna make our green. I really like to have my greens more on the like neutral foresty side of things. So I'm just making my own. If you have one from your palette that you like, use that one. But if you're wanting it to be more foresty and kind of muddy looking, what I would do is have your green and then mix a little bit of purple with it, and that will do wonders for you. I'm just going to make one more green. It's going to be kind of on the same hue color as that first one that I made, except this one's going to be darker. This will be for the stems and for the shadowed areas of the greenery. So once you have your two colors, we're going to start painting the stems first, and then we'll do the leaves. Okay, so I'm grabbing the lighter green and I'm starting on the stems. The reason I'm doing the light color first is because, like I said earlier, with watercolor, you're going to basically you're doing the opposite of what you would do with acrylics, oils, any other types of paint. With those, you usually will do your darks first and then come in with your lights, but with this, you're doing your lights first. So you're grabbing your lighter green, doing all the stems, and then we will go back in later on with the darker color to the left side of the stems to add some shadow, and then the bottom parts of the leaves. So I'm using the tip of my brush. This helps me to get a more fine line as I'm painting. So once we have all of our greenery painted with this lighter color, so you see how I'm bringing in that darker color on the bottom of the leaf, I'm just kind of dropping it in, bringing it towards the bottom to add that depth. Again, I'm using the tip of my brush. You guys, we are almost done. See how fast and beautiful this is? That is one thing that I love about watercolors, is it doesn't take hours and hours. You can create something beautiful fast while your kids are napping, when you need a quick break from work, whatever it is. It's been a huge therapy in my life, so I'm happy that you guys get to paint too. Now we're doing these upper leaves. So this blue still might be a little wet, so if you're not wanting the colors to bleed together, be really careful not to touch the blue and the green together. You see I'm being really careful with the tip of my brush. Look at that. So pretty. Okay, I hope you love it. I'm not gonna do the background. If you choose to, you totally can, but if not, you're done. You can take your tape off, frame this sucker on your fridge, do whatever you want to do. Yeah, I had fun. If you ended up painting with me, please share your process. I would love to see your painting. So let me be your hype woman. Lastly, you guys, I collaborated with my dear friend Nicole. She is so talented. This is the Basic Landscape Beginners course, and the best part is it's free. So go to the link in our comments and jump on this. It is so fun. I loved following along, so I know you will too. But other than that, have the best day, and I will see you next time.